Good morning, Thailand. My name is Alex.
And hello, I'm Jay.
Yes, he is. And we have some news updates for you from around the land of smiles. It's Tuesday, September 9th. Now, today, we'll be talking about Anutin's ambitious plans for what should be a short term in office. The Supreme Court's verdict looming over the head of Thaksin Shinawatra, who has returned to Thailand. And a little later, the Tourism Authority of Thailand is being urged to give cash vouchers to foreign visitors to the native or to the kingdom, and I'm sure a lot of you would be very, very happy to hear about that. But before we begin, please remember to subscribe to the Thaiger to stay up to date on all things Thailand. And Jay, a quick word from our sponsor.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever thought about buying real estate property in Thailand, look no further than Fazwaz. You can check them out at fazwaz.com for all your real estate needs across the country.
Indeed, buy, rent, sell. They have everything you need. Also, Tan, you got a poster for me? Woo! Wednesdays. We got Whiskers Wednesdays coming up tomorrow.
Yay.
Whole new fresh lineup. A whole new set. Jay will be there.
That's an early plug.
Jay's coming up on the stage. I'm going to make him do it. I have a gun.
LOL.
Yeah, anyways, the whole new lineup, whole new guests, whole new gang of people. Please come check it out. Wednesday night, door 7:30. Cool. All right, moving on.
Hey, yo.
Let's get into our first story, which is about the new Prime Minister. Anutin is pledging rapid economic recovery and border stability. That's right. Newly minted Prime Minister Anutin recently appointed after a royal command, reaffirmed his commitment to immediately confronting Thailand's economic and social challenges, including rising costs and household debt. He highlighted the importance of a highly capable cabinet ready to work tirelessly without a trial period or downtime. A key element of his plan involves dissolving the House within 4 months to pave the way for a general election as agreed with the coalition partners. On the international front, Anutin emphasized his dedication to preserving Thai sovereignty while seeking peaceful resolution of tensions with Cambodia, promising swift compensation for affected border communities. He also pledged to strengthen disaster preparedness and combat crime, scams, trafficking, and gambling nationwide. Well, he's just going to wave a magic wand and save all of the problems right now, I guess.
I mean, it sounds like a classic politician.
Indeed, yeah.
Without actually, making any promises, but...
Well, it's kind of wild because, all right, what kind of mandate does Anutin really have? There was no election to support Boomjai Thai. This is all sort of backroom dealings and political maneuverings that landed him in power.
Yeah.
And now it's supposed to be a short-lived term, only 4 months.
Well,
at most.
4 months is 4 months. I mean, if he can make a difference, he might get a proper shot in the future elections, right?
Indeed.
I mean, excuse me. He is popular with a certain demographic, and obviously he's very well known for legalizing weed, something that we thought would never be possible in Thailand.
Right.
So. Yeah, look, he's got 4 months to make some noise. If he can make some changes, who knows? Anything's possible. Yeah. I mean, who would have thought the health minister from COVID times, who had a bad rep for calling foreigners,
dirty.
Yeah. Would become prime minister.
We don't vote, so.
Yeah. Yeah, would become prime minister of the country. He's come a long way, so kudos to him. I mean, he's done, as a politician, he's been very successful.
Yeah, definitely. But his popularity is definitely...
Started from the bottom. Now he's here.
I mean, that's the question, is how much of that is really, is that, because he's a game player?
It's a house of cards, my friend. Yeah,
very indeed. Found himself in this position of power. Will that continue past the 4 months? Who knows? But not likely. We'll see. We'll keep you posted, guys.
Well, there's only been 3 prime ministers in the last 2 years, so let's go for 4, shall we?
I don't think we're going to keep that ball rolling.
All right, we're going to move on to our next story, where Supreme Court verdict looms over Thaksin's alleged fake hospital stay. Thailand's Supreme Court is preparing to deliver a high-stakes ruling in the case accusing former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra of an orchestrated 6-month hospital stay to evade jail time. The court is under heavy security with media tightly controlled and supporters gathered under watchful eyes outside the courthouse. At the heart of this case is whether the outside custody regulation, drafted amid prison overcrowding concerns, could spare Thaksin from serving time inside. The regulation, minted earlier in 2025 and intended for qualified inmates, has not yet been tested in a high-profile case like this. As the verdict draws near, the nation awaits whether this legal precedent will be set. I have a feeling somehow that Thaksin Shinawatra is not going to spend a single day in jail.
Well, yeah. I mean, so this court verdict, it's not out yet. It's coming today, a little bit later. So we'll have to report on it tomorrow. But everybody, when he came back to Thailand. Nobody expected him to come back to Thailand and actually do prison time, even though he was meant to. It was supposed to be several years.
Yeah.
Ended up being taken out at 8 months in hospital stay. And then even that was cut short. Now, again, he left the country.
Yeah.
Some might question, did he flee the country? Well, he came back. He is back here in time for his court appearance. So, again, have to wonder what kind of deals are being made behind the scenes. And,
when you're that well-connected, that rich, and that powerful, you're not just going to fly back in to go to jail.
Indeed. Once you've already, on the private jet, no less, been tooling around, going to Dubai, Singapore. Plenty of safe havens for him, but of course, he loves to wield his political power, his influence here in Thailand. These symbols are important. Presence is important. So, we'll see.
I always thought to myself, as a former alleged corrupt politician and businessman, not personally.
I'm talking about yourself.
I'm talking about Thaksin Shinawatra. I mean, I would probably be, off the beach in Kokomo.
Yeah. Wait, that's where I want to go.
Yeah.
Got to get away from it all.
He'll get there fast, and then he'll take it slow.
Yeah. By the way, Jay was just very disappointed to find out Kokomo is not a real place.
That is true. I was truly gutted.
I know. I was surprised, too, when I first heard it. You're going to have to stick with Key Largo, Montego.
Yeah.
Baby, why don't we go? All right. Moving on. Sorry, everybody.
We should try this every day if we can slip in a classic.
Yeah. It's like that weather guy on Instagram.
Where
yeah. We should do that. All right. Moving on. We got some more political news. Apparently, the majority of Thais are demanding that Parliament be dissolved not in 4 months, but now. Let's get it done. A recent NDA poll shows that almost 60% of Thais want Parliament dissolved immediately, rejecting the agreed 4-month timeline in favor of a faster political change. Only around 27% support the original plan, with a small portion preferring to wait until 2027. Public impatience is rooted in a memorandum of agreement tied to the Prime Minister Anutin's appointment, which outlines both early dissolution and a referendum on constitutional revisions. While reform supporters outnumber opponents, many favor incremental amendments over a complete constitutional overhaul. A supplementary Suan Dusit poll aligns with this urgency, with 76% backing dissolution within the originally planned 4-month window, highlighting a pretty strong consensus. Get them out of there.
Here we go.
The public says. Will they listen to the public? What do you think?
Well, they'll pretend to. It's always important to listen to the public and then just do whatever you want, because you're the one in power.
Lip service, pandering, and then ignoring, ultimately. It's a 12-step process. But yeah, anyways, the people are very clear. They want this situation over with, and they want to do a new round of elections. That's the popular thing. And then, but I just don't know who steps up at this point. Because even the People's Party is catching some flack for creating this coalition with Bumjai Thai. And they didn't like Pattaya either. So who's it going to be? Yeah. It's all up for grabs right now.
Well, Thailand in general is not known for fast action and clear pathways.
True.
So this is going to be a little slow, a little messy. We'll eventually get there. And then we'll go back
to the way things were.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
All right. Well, something broke should be fixed. Our next story talks about Thai schools under fire after disappointing global performance. Thailand's education system finds itself in the global spotlight after recent assessments place its students below regional peers in literacy, science, and math. With the country's literacy rate at 94.1%, it lags behind neighbors like Brunei, Singapore, the Philippines, Indonesia, Vietnam, and Malaysia, almost all the ASEAN countries. In response, UNESCO is revamping its evaluation methods, shifting from internal reviews to an external support role.
Yes, indeed. So there it goes.
Yeah, and it's also backed by real-time feedback tools for schools. Now, the reforms aim to transform assessment from a bureaucratic task to a catalyst for genuine improvement and addresses glaring digital skill gaps. Currently, only about 1% of Thais have advanced digital skills. What's going on here?
I don't know.
If anything, I think they should double down on the digital skills. We got to practice for the future.
Right, of course. This is a big problem that happens actually in a lot of East Asian education, is that there's much more of an emphasis on test-taking abilities, right? Like there's some in China, it's called the Gaokao. I'm not sure what it is here, but the standardized testing is like absolutely just, that's how you get into the good schools. And it was a big problem in America too with SAT.
Yeah.
Although in American university systems, there is more of a holistic approach to a student's application. Like they look at your extracurricular activities, your GPA, your standardized test scores, all of that, and they see them as measuring different aspects of the student's life. In a lot of East Asian countries, it's just about passing the test, and that's rote memorization, doesn't develop critical thinking skills. I swear to God, every time I come in here and try to use these elevators, right, there is a distinct lack of critical thinking skills on display. So I go in, like, I don't want to get into the details of how I make the elevators work more efficiently than the rest of the Thai people in this office building. But it does seem that this is something that needs to be addressed, especially with comparisons to, like what, Cambodia and other neighbors not all passing with better colors. I don't know. You went to school here? How was it?
I went to an international school.
Exactly.
I think the schools that they were referring to were more local government schools. But yeah, a lot of foreigners, a lot of expats, mostly if they can, go to international schools because, yes, the level of education is worlds apart.
Exactly. And I think that's, in America, private schools have their reputation being very good and stuff like that, but it's not a big distinction. Like many, many people get to universities, good universities from public school systems.
Of course. I mean, at some point in life, no matter what kind of education you have, if you don't kind of like, I think I think international schools in general, the benefit of going to an international school is having a great network. You're with other kids coming from other families who are business owners in your city, who are generally coming from wealthy families. I think that's the best part. And also being accustomed to different cultures, people from different languages, and you get that at an early age and hopefully develop into something else. But yeah, most people still end up being useless, and that's just life. And that's just life.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Everybody can find a use. I do have to shout out Bad Boys for roasting me good in the comments right now. He says, critical thinking from the guy that can't figure his remote out. Hey,
that is true.
This is just shoddy technology, okay? And it's
blame the tech, bro.
Yeah,
blame the tech.
It's working now. Fair point, Bad Boys. All right. On to our next stories. We got a bit more of a classic tiger tale here. Not Farang behaving badly, a local.
Yeah.
No. Pattaya locals alarmed by security guards' creepy behavior. Not making me feel secure at all. Residents of Mu 5 in Nong Pru, Pattaya, lodged a police complaint after a local security guard, identified as Som Kun, aged 49 years old, was caught harassing women and children, revving his motorcycle, and allegedly sniffing glue. On the night of September 6, officers arrived to find the man shouting from inside a home amid a growing crowd, but managed to get him out peacefully. A residence occupant, only identified as A, reported being followed into her home after receiving a delivery, while another elderly neighbor said the guard also approached her granddaughter with personal questions. CCTV and neighborhood witnesses corroborated multiple unsettling encounters over time. Locals, frustrated that only verbal warnings have been issued so far, are urging authorities to take stronger action.
Yeah, I don't think he should definitely not be a security guard.
It's the insecurity guard.
I mean, there's levels to this story. At first, it kind of started off funny. He's got like a low-cost way of getting high, sniffing glue.
Who does that?
And then he's following strangers into their room, talking to possible minors or young people. That's
unwanted
weird.
Unwanted advances.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
That man needs help.
Yeah,
definitely. And he needs to be taken out of his security position. He's not securing anything.
That is one of the issues, is that he has access to like the whole building with that, position. And when it's a pattern of behavior like this, I just wish police would do something a little bit more. Like one time being a creep, like, all right.
I mean, see, these are the things where like they'll go hard on certain things like, oh, you've got a vape. Here's a 5,000 baht fine and a potential jail sentence. But if you're a security guard in a local village, it's harmless. It's just following people around. He's just a little kooky.
Yeah.
Let him be.
Yeah.
How about no? How about,
It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
What do they say?
But Alex with the vape, though.
Whoa. What are you talking? Don't incriminate me.
No, not you. I'm just saying, like, if you were in that vote.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Just go with the flow, man. This guy, you're off today, my friend. You are just throwing me under the bus.
Sorry.
I can't work under these conditions.
Hold on, what was something I was going to say? But yeah, it's the old adage, like, men are afraid that women will laugh at them, women are afraid that men will kill them.
Yeah.
So,
no.
I guess this plays into that, man.
Yeah.
Because, like, you don't know if this guy's just being creepy or if he's just trying to be, like, sweet or something like that. But either way, like, you're going to be afraid, like, in that kind of situation. So,
I don't know how I'd feel if you were my security guard.
Me?
Yeah. I feel like you'd be a very friendly security guard.
That's not the job I would take.
No, well, obviously. Yeah.
I would be. I mean, most security guards are friendly here. Like, but friendly. Like, hi, how's it going?
Fair.
Not following you home. Like, that's a little bit different. Yeah.
Yeah. If life took a different turn. Anyways.
Indeed. Yeah. Next story.
Moving on to our next story. A news anchor slams MP's depression, sparks outrage and suspension. Oh, no. On live air, news anchor Lakana Kaeng made a mocking remark aimed at MP Sirilapat Mew, who suffers from depression, pausing to cheer. Now, depressed Mew voted for New, followed by laughter from hosts. Now, Mew, known for advocating mental health awareness after shedding tears in Parliament, was deeply hurt by the mockery. Her partner, public figure Pharaoh, called the anchor's behavior uneducated and demanded more empathy from media professionals. Mew herself responded with poise, acknowledging her condition while urging the anchor to educate herself and reflect on her words. Now, in light of the backlash, the network has suspended Kaeng as a gesture towards accountability in how mental health is discussed publicly. Yeah.
This is something I is very important to me. The whole concept of mental health is not very well respected.
Yeah.
In a lot of
Asia in general, but especially Thailand. Mental health, what is that? We don't talk about it enough. There isn't enough help out there even.
Right.
It's getting better. It's definitely getting better.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you're a news not you, I mean in general.
That person. I got you.
You're a news anchor, you're in a position of credibility, you've got an audience, and you're publicly on air making fun of someone suffering from mental health. Yes, you're going to get in a lot of trouble. It's inappropriate, it's wrong. It is in a way ignorance and lack of education in that topic. So there are certain things that yes, you can do it, but you shouldn't, because there are people who are actually suffering, and you can't make fun of someone actually suffering.
Have a bit of empathy
from
right? It's insane. What I like about the story is that there was public backlash, and the network responded by suspending this person. I'm not sure that like firing somebody over, what ignorant statement is good, but suspension is like, all right, here's some consequences to this action. Go home, think about it, write an essay. Hopefully lessons learned here.
Yeah.
And good on the person for owning up to it. Being able to, having a platform and being able to publicly speak about these things brings more people to be able to admit that they have these issues and solutions can be found. So, kudos to everybody involved, except for the the news anchor who got in trouble. Think about what you did. All right, quick Fast-Wise break before we get into some feel good.
I love a good Fast-Wise break. I feel refreshed.
Yeah, and we're back.
Wow. What a Fast-Wise break.
Thank you, Fast-Wise.
I almost bought an apartment in that time.
That's how fast it can go. Fast with a Z.
Fastwise.com.
Quick point that Tyron brings up on the last story that we talked about. He said, sounds like a defamation case to me. See, that's the thing. Not the case, because this person is openly admitted to it. So it's not defamation. It's like, it is true.
It's just technically inappropriate.
It's just a rude thing to do. So, and fortunately, and good on the person with the mental illness coming out and saying, look, yeah, you got me.
Yeah.
And I think that's the end of it. All right. Bishop says we still need a 1 to 2 minute fast quick ad. It wouldn't be as quick anymore.
Probably.
We'll get there. We know attention spans in the modern age.
Yeah.
We keep things going.
All right. Our next story.
Yeah, I got it. This one, I gave you a fun last one. There has been a 6-day crackdown launch to halt poaching in Kaeng Krachan Park. So, Kaeng Krachan National Park has launched Operation Hoi Concrete, a 6-day anti-poaching mission running from September 8th to the 13th. Led by the park chief and supported by 32 patrol officers, the initiative targets an area rife with illegal wildlife hunting and trade. The operation is especially vital for protecting endangered species like tigers, leopards, and elephants within this UNESCO-recognized World Heritage Site. In a separate crackdown nearby, rangers arrested a 66-year-old man exhibiting signs of poaching gear that included a musket, ammunition, and knives. He's hunting in the 1700s.
Knives chow.
Yeah, park officials emphasize the need for careful execution of enforcement efforts to ensure long-term conservation success. Musket.
Yeah.
He's bringing a musket to a tiger fight. I don't know. Poaching is a weird thing in Thailand. I remember when I used to live in China, you would go and they would see massive anti-poaching like ad campaigns. They'd be like, don't buy the ivory.
Don't attack pandas.
The panda's typically safe, but tiger skins, like rhino horns, elephant tusks, things like
Ivory.
that. Ivory, exactly.
I saw an ad for that when I was heading back to Thailand.
Ugh. Yeah, don't.
Yeah, don't. Sorry, yeah.
don't
buy
the
these
ivory.
products.
Right. But there's just such a huge black market for it. It's all rooted in.
Why though?
It's rooted in Eastern medicine. A lot of it. They think like the rhino horn will give you.
Yeah, but how much Eastern medicine is being made out of that?
It's for like really rich, superstitious, and it's mostly.
It's like when you're that
Vietnamese
rich, you just
driving
want a
it.
giant elephant tusk in your home or something, like a weirdo.
It's ground down and consumed as medicine a lot of the times, honestly. And yeah, there's some decorative ivory as well, but gross stuff because it leads to the hunting of endangered animals. So. Not cool.
Not cool. All right. We're going to move on to our last story today. The tourism sector backs vouchers to boost spending by visitors. Who doesn't love a good voucher? Tourism industry players are urging Thailand's new tourism minister to introduce cash coupons for foreign visitors, encouraging them to spend more during their stay. Now, the proposal echoes past promotional strategies aimed at boosting domestic spending by overseas travelers. Tourism operators argue that such vouchers could revive foot traffic amid sluggish visitor numbers and strengthen recovery in key sectors. The recommendation comes as the government explores incentives to make Thailand more appealing in an increasingly competitive regional market. While details on distribution or value remain unspecified, the push signals activate the industry engagement in shaping recovery efforts. Now, I'm guessing when they say vouchers, it's not like, a middle-aged to older lady showing up for a 20% discount on groceries. It's more probably voucher discounts when you're buying tickets, when you're buying flights, when you're, booking for restaurants, when you're shopping.
Yeah, I don't know. And that's why it's very vague right now. And of course, what they're trying to do is echo similar programs in other countries that bring in bad boys. Sorry,
bad boys comments. Soy 6 vouchers. Got me.
Gotta get the. Yeah, I need more bar girl money. That's supporting the economy though too. I don't know what form this is going to take, but I do know that it couldn't hurt. But where's the money coming from for those vouchers, right? Is this just like a loss on the businesses that participate in the program where they're look, we're willing to give 50% off if they're coming and spending any money here with us? I don't know. Time will tell. But and they're reaching at a lot of straws right now because tourism is down, and in a country like Thailand where tourism is so important to the economy, those numbers going down looks bad. So as long as there's steady growth, everybody's happy. But until then,
I mean, look, I love a voucher as much as the next person. Today is 9/9, so it's a big shopping day for Shopee and Lazada. And I bought some items. already at
already?
midnight. Yeah,
Ah.
I used my vouchers because they go live at midnight.
You hit the midnight.
I hit the midnight vouch.
Midnight vouch action. Nice, dude.
Yeah, I needed new mirrors and a rear gaffer for my bike. So
A rear gaffer. That sounds like a British slang for something. I don't know, like you old gaffer.
it's Gaffer's American brand, but
Is it?
Yeah,
Right.
but close enough. Same but different.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Go shopping, everybody.
Ladies and
Stimulate this
gentlemen,
economy.
that's it. Those are some of the stories from across Thailand. Today, you can find more stories.
At ASEANnow.com.
You can find more stories on the Thaiger.com.
That is, sorry.
But you can get into the conversation at
ASEANnow.com. You can find stories there too.
You can.
Yeah, you can also join the conversation at Thaiger.
Yeah,
So
that's
we got
Thailand's
it all.
largest English news forum.
Indeed. Social media
Yeah.
too. Don't forget, this is a live show, 9:30 a.m. every day. You can come join us, and also
Yeah, and you can go to the live comedy tomorrow at Whiskars and see one Alexi Latour
boom, I will be your host.
allegedly doing some comedy.
Hey, yeah, I'm funny.
Well, allegedly, we don't know what you do there. They got to go and find out.
Indeed, yeah. But
Maybe he's got a brothel.
well, the new business model.
Maybe
coming.
he's soliciting. Okay, I'm not going to incriminate him.
Don't.
stopped
don't spoil
myself.
The show. I appreciate it. Also, guys, don't forget we got social media too: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you get your mobile fix. And we'll be back again tomorrow.
Yeah.
With you. But for now, we're going to dive into the live comments and see what our viewers have to say.
If you like that story, please like and subscribe. And for more Thailand news, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok at The Thaiger, or you can go to thethaiger.com and join the conversation.